CNN. Missiles fired from Yemen toward U.S. warship that responded to attack on commercial tanker.
Here's a summary of the article.
Get time. If U less than equals A and D less than equals L, throw new range error. Invalid interval. Return R. Inclusive. U less than equals L and D less than equals A. Ut. Isnan. T. Step 1. If S less than 1. Isnan. S, throw new range error. Options. Get time. Less than equals N, throw new range error. Invalid interval. Var U equals R. For U. Modules equals T equals 0. T less than equals U, throw new range error. Invalid interval. Var I equals A equals T. For A. Week starts on. If A greater than equals 0 and A less than equals 6, throw new range error. Week starts on must be between 0 and 6 inclusively. Var D equals 0. Index. Default. T, throw new range error. Invalid time value. Var N equals days. R equals 0. Index 3. Default. T, throw new range error. Invalid time value. Var I equals 0. Index 3.
This post received a score of 3,200, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than the missiles landed in the Gulf of Aden, approximately 10 nautical miles from the ships. The statement said, "Bless your heart. It's the thought that counts, though."
Those ships are armed with EU devices, and US military PR isn't going to give them any ideas or hints as to why they may have missed. Middle of the ocean, with nothing around. They were aiming at the ship. The only similar ballistic missile Iran gives these guys is the QIAM-1, which weighs over 13k pounds at launch, has a 1,000 to 1,500 pound detachable warhead, and costs around $3.5 million each. They're massive. They're not using them for warning shots.
They also have zero active guidance. There is a reason no one uses BMs on moving targets.
That, and we know almost the exact impact point pretty quickly after launch for these. If the impact point is somewhere that isn't a threat to any people, we just let them fly over. Missiles are a finite resource, and you don't know how many they are going to launch at you. I was a Patriot missile operator and maintenance for 6 years.
As soon as I read your post, I thought of habitual line crosser.
USS Mason versus the Middle East.
I'll take those odds.
I knew this would happen as soon as we didn't have a Chandler Bing to go to Yemen for us.
Without Chandler going to Yemen for us, we can't use comedy to bring peace. Sad days for us all.
Messing with America's boats has always ended up on a country's best ideas list, with no downsides whatsoever.
The response is always proportional, and definitely not overkill.
Should we link the videos? ETA. The funny one. The serious one. Navy. Cracks knuckles.
Time to get proportional.
Temper.
The United States is being abnormally restrained?
Because they don't want to be forced into a larger war. If they go full bore, it could cause a domino effect. That said, there's only so much that will be taken.
Arguably, BT hostile nations really shouldn't dick around with the US military while it's disengaged from a conflict and has absolutely nothing else to do at the time.
Bear in mind the Houthis are the rebels in Yemen. Damaging their military helps end the civil war there. It doesn't necessarily drag us in anywhere. They were rebels. They now control the majority of the country by population, including the capital, and have the largest military in the conflict.
So the Iranian puppets are making a weak attempt to pull the United States into another Middle East conflict. Must be bad inside Iran if they need this distraction.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.